Okay, I did not film in dinner, or I don't think all day today, but we just finished up at Duke's. It's 9 o'clock, they're closing. It's a Donington F90 M5 here, parked. Looks beautiful. Meanwhile, I'm gonna head back to my car, get in, go home. I will give you an update on things when I get home before I go to bed. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
Hell of a lot earlier than last night, 9:39. We got back last night at like 1 something. We went to In-N-Out Burger on the way back. I think I talked to you about that. Got back, showered, crashed, got up this morning, slept in a little bit till after 9, headed up there and got back to work. So yesterday we got everything on Nate's car disassembled, the lower oil pan, the upper oil pan, the oil pump. We got the connecting rod bearing caps off and all of the rod bearings out. That's when we called it quits, cleaned up the tools, cleaned up, went to dinner. Almost breakfast at that hour. But today, the goal was to plastic gauge, measure the bearing clearances in that journal that has cylinders numbered 3 and whatever's on the opposite bank. I guess 7. If is that the same journal? I don't know. Whatever cylinder 3 connected to. So we measured the bottom, and he measured the bottom, and it was in spec. We measured the top, and it's not on spec. So the journal on that crankshaft, has been compromised by the spun connecting rod bearing on cylinder number 3, which is kind of a big roadblock. So you can't machine, I suppose you probably could machine, grind, polish a crankshaft when it's installed in an engine, but then Nate's point of, well, how are you going to balance it now? You can't balance it when it's installed in the engine. Which would mean that the crankshaft needs to come out, which would mean that the engine needs to come out, which is a lot of work. We also found a minorly damaged lower front timing cover. There's a little extrusion that sticks out at the bottom right behind or right below the timing chains, like a half an inch, a quarter inch even below the timing chains. And it doesn't seem like it would do much, maybe ease of assembly. Maybe provide a little pool of oil to bathe the chain in, and maybe to prevent the chain from skipping in the event of timing chain guide failure, which at that point you're already screwed. So it's tough now. We put the pan back on just with 4 bolts, sealed up the engine so it can sit for a while, and he's going to consider what the options are. The options would be to replace the engine with a used one, to pull it and rebuild it. Either way, we're looking at several weeks and a lot more cost than he expected, so it sucks. But in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, that engine will be the best it's been since new, or whatever engine goes in there will be good. So we'll keep you updated with what we're doing. That's where we are right now. Learned a lot so far. Been a good experience. Kind of got out of there a little earlier today, about 7. Came back here, switched cars. Megan was up there, so we took mine over to La Jolla for dinner. We were going to go to Smash Burger, but then Duke's sounded so damn good. So we went to Duke's, ate inside. It was a great night. Burger and a martini and the hula pie, of course. So we just got back. It's 9:40. Tired. Going to bed early. Tomorrow is Monday. I'm kind of going to take that off. Do a little bit of catch up since I've been in the shop all weekend. It's going to be a nice day tomorrow. Maybe I'll go over to the beach or something and hang out. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow on Monday. Good night.